magic and madness. India versus Bangladesh, women's quarterfinal, Kho Kho World Cup. Wow.
Let's first welcome the women's team of Bangladesh.
They have their task cut out. Good to see they are not striding, they are not jogging, they are sprinting. They want to make it count. A heart that's beating fast. This is a sport about speed, energy, passion, purpose, hunger, and whatnot.
And now, let's welcome the home team, India!
They are the team to beat. Whenever they conquer big. They are soft-spoken off the kabaddi mat. On it, they are capable of great carnage. They are jogging at the moment because they are saving the sprint for the right time. Priyanka Ingle, Nasreen, Opina, Monica, Neeta, Meenu, India settling down.
And now let's also welcome our dignitaries, Dr. Vikrant Pandey, Resident Commissioner of Gujarat, and joining him is Mr. Vimal Sharma, Rashtriya Elaichi representative.
Okay, you need a calming influence before a big game. The sense of pride, feeling of patriotism runs into your veins. It is anthem time.
Let's rise for the national anthem of Bangladesh. And now for the national anthem of India.
हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उत्सल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Listen to that roar. Goosebumps is the only word that can describe the feeling before, during and post the national anthem. As I say good evening to Navneet Krishna.
Very good evening, Paddy. Can't wait. What a massive game this is. A good game. Bangladesh, top team themselves. India win the toss.
Team India won the toss and choice attack.
And India choose to attack first. Interesting choice, Paddy. It's one thing to dominate right from the get-go, and in a big quarter-final with a semi-final spot at stake, India want to start off on the right foot.
Yeah, they want to pile up runs right at the start. We'll take a look at their opponents and what that lineup looks like. Taura, Sumaya, Konema, Ritu, Asha, Mausha, Karima, Mahi. There is a lot of potential there. They need to get their work cut out because up against them are stellar competitors. A team that is a unit, a team that is a beast. When you look at the road to the quarterfinal so far, one loss, Navneet. Of course, you would give them that leeway because there was again Nepal.
Yeah, but one thing's for sure, they are a top team. They have won big on some occasions. Let's take a look at the playing 12 of the Indian team. They're a bunch of stars, these girls. Absolutely rapid across the mat. They've got skills to show. Priyanka Ingle, the captain. Plenty of really promising names there. Nirmala Bhatti will obviously play the role of the Wazir. Neetu too. Magai Maji and Nasreen. You'll find her there as well. Nasreen Sheikh, the number 7 jersey. Some of the stars of this Indian team. And have a look at the margins of victory, Paddy. India have got into 3 digits on all 3 occasions. Going to take a quick break. When we come back, quarter.
Everyone's taken their seats. The girls are ready as well. India will be attacking. You've got so much of more action lined up for you. Stay where you are.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting started. It's T-2 to the all-important final. India versus Bangladesh, quarter-final action. It all starts here. It all starts with the Reshma Rathod skydive.
May not have got the points, but really will add to the entertainment from here on. Nasreen just takes a stride. India is just relying on short course at the moment. They will be picking up pace as she does. The Indian captain, smart little Kho, the pace. I quite like the defending from the Bangladeshi girls, Navneet.
Absolutely. Is that Nirmala Bhatti getting India off the mark? It most certainly is. She is the Wazir. Hands it over to Anshu Kumari. Now to Nasreen Sheikh. The speed train that she is.
No doubt about that. Used very little in the previous encounters. There she goes! Extension, and that is the kill. That kill means 2. We're taking a look at Nirmala Bhatti in the left-hand side. We will be reliving these fantastic moments for you right during this game.
Interesting choice here. Now Chaitra to Priyanka Ingle, uses the pole. India takes 6 in 50 seconds, or a little over a minute in fact. Oh, India are up and running.
The chase, the craze and the blaze. Wow, what a start. The intent is very clear. You thought in the first 30 seconds when they were not even able to pick up 1 point, you thought, is it a slow start? And then they picked up pace. Then they dived with intent, purpose, strength, passion, and the point.
Yeah, Paddy, you know what? In some of the previous games, India were a little kind earlier on, particularly in the first couple of turns, to just size up the opposition. This is a quarter-final. India are on 5th gear already. 6 points in 70 seconds.
Wonderful, good start this. Still I feel, oh, picks up pace. Pace will win you the race. Look how quickly, giant strides, quick. Well done, 2 taken care of. No, not yet, not yet, not yet.
Magai Maji, she's coming in place of Nazia. Magai Maji is quick. She's claiming the touch. In fact, she's so confident, she's asking for the review as well.
Just based on that body language, I'll give it to her.
It's Magai Maji. You know that when she's that confident, Paddy, like you said, the body language suggests that she has a touch. She is just lightning quick. For everyone tuning in, I know it's a Friday evening, you've done with a full week's work. You're just turning on the television sets, you're watching India in a quarter-final action in the inaugural Kho Kho World Cup. You're watching the girls who've been unbeaten so far. The boys will come out later, they're unbeaten. And Magai Maji, on your left on your screen, is possibly one of the fastest girls that is in the entire World Cup.
And this is it. Look at that. She's very sure about it. You know what I was relying on was the body language. Now the problem is the decision has gone against her. So unless the TV umpire has something concrete to rely on and to overrule what the original verdict was, here it comes.
Not too sure if there's anything conclusive. There you go, Paddy. Yeah, I don't think there was anything conclusive on that replay, which is why you stay with the on-field decision, and that was in favour of Bangladesh.
Sometimes the attacker will feel it because that fabric is very fine, it's hanging away from the body. Yeah, this time around, Nirmala Bhati. Right on the money.
Reshma, Magai Maji, Chaitra, Anshu Kumari, quick. Magai Maji, Chaitra on the attack, around the post. This is much better from Bangladesh. Sometimes it's a lot easier when you just have the one defender and she can just focus on making sure all concentration is around maneuvering the field. There could be more confusion when there are more defenders, but that is brilliant from Anshu Kumari. A skydive, and India clean up batch number 2.
That clearly means they have 12 points. We show Nasreen with the 20-meter run. India with the kill. Fans enjoy this thrill. 12-0.
Yeah, they are the boys. Sachin Bargo, he is an entertainer himself, the coach of Bangladesh. Under pressure early on, the Indian support staff a lot more calmer. Look at that. That was Nirmala Bhati, tag number 1, Paddy. Then the second one, that was the first 2 points. Anshu Kumari with the second tag.
Yeah, Navs, the best thing about these players is that you know, most times they'll be very quiet, but suddenly the rapid will come from nowhere. They'll pick up speed as she does there. And then she turns. It's a chase, the place, the craze, the point, the kill, the boom!
Don't ever fancy going wide of the central lane when you're taking on this Indian team. Magai Maji!
As fast as the legs can take her. There she goes with great intent, fast moving feet, rapidly moving arms. Quick feet, fast hands. Oh, she's got to go for the kill. Clean up at number 3. India on the charge. India on the move in just 36 seconds.
36 seconds is just ridiculous. Priyanka Ingle, Nirmala Bhati, Magai Maji, they're cleaning up the Bangladeshis, and how? This is demolition. Look at that. Easy for Priyanka. Don't go wide of the central lane, which means you're playing against the odds, against the Indian lineup who are so quick. Nasreen Sheikh, super fast.
I mean, she looks as if she's jogging, but she travels that court and covers up the distance fairly quickly. Short little Kho is India. Yeah, there goes the captain. Because she went straight, she can then go with the post, with the charge, with the kill, with the run.
Once again, Konema Akhtar realizing that she can't go wide of the central lane against Priyanka Ingle, who's rapid. Reshma Rathod, skydive, number 2, done. 4 points in 24 seconds. Only Mausha surviving. Nasreen Sheikh to Priyanka. Magai Maji!
No, not given. Not given. You cannot change your direction. India, very seldom will they lose their direction. India is going fast. India is producing the blast. Nasreen was thinking, then she gives the pass to Nirmala. Nirmala back again to Nasreen. Nasreen with a quick go. Now corner, gone. No, direction was wrong, I beg your pardon.
They're much smarter from Bangladesh over here. Still surviving. I'll tell you what, if you can get to 1 minute, you're doing well for yourself, Bangladesh. They've gone past the 1 minute mark in this match. That itself is good, but it ends there. Anshu Kumari will get the tag. All of India will celebrate 24 points in less than 4 minutes. India on a rampage.
India are travelling quicker than light and faster than a thought. Yes, we would have thought they will do this. The reputation, the form, and this is no surprise at all. These girls, when they hunt big and they hunt quick.
Have a look at the body language of Bangladesh. They're already on the defensive. That's what India does. Now the Wazir has changed for Team India from Nirmala Bhati. It's now Neetu Devi. Magai Maji, no, you can't go in the wrong direction, Magai. Now to Priyanka, the captain, to Neeta.
Speed means nothing if your direction is wrong. 24 to nothing. There, Nasreen. She can. Well done. The experience of the former Indian captain is showing at the moment. She's a great defender. Fine attacker with the force. Priyanka with the kill.
This is just unreal from these Indians. They are just demolishing the Bangladeshis. One survives. 40 seconds on the batch. Ashwini Shinde. No. You saw the whistle go first, which means the play still continues.
I hear the Wazir. Wazir can go both directions. That's the reason she's just changed ends, crossed the line. India, and now on the charge, want to finish it here, and now dive! That's it! What thrill, what kill, flies like a jet, what a sight, I bet.
My goodness, this is exhilarating stuff. India are enjoying themselves. They were kind, they were quiet, they were only warming up, Paddy, in the 3 games prior to this. Come the quarterfinal against a good team like Bangladesh, India are turning up the heat. It's cold here in Delhi. We wouldn't mind some warmth. This is proper heat from the Indian girls.
Yeah, no mercy. They play for that number on that jersey. Lovely. Indian girls are setting high standards at the moment. Look at that, one taken care of. There she comes back, hungry, with more purpose, more passion, and intelligent Kho Kho. It's not just rapid Kho Kho, 2 taken care of. 1 more left. Come on, the wild charge yet again. There comes the Kho yet again.
12 seconds, 2 tags. Done. 21 seconds. This is ruthless. India at their relentless best. And you got a feel for Bangladesh. The coach cannot do anything. There's a clear difference in class and skill here. The coach, Pushpa fever in Delhi. It's a community of 15 players. It's a family. They're playing like one. They enjoy each other's success. And Pushpa fever well and truly on the Kho Kho mat.
No, there's very little coaching to do when a team is playing like that. But then, you know what, battles are not won in the battlefield but in the practice arena. And you need the coach in the practice arena. And he's trained these girls very well.
You've got to feel for them, Paddy. It's so hard when you're up against a team with this kind of caliber. Let's look at Ashwini Shinde. In fact, it's Opina Ben. How quick is Opina Ben? My goodness. Priyanka.
The zest, the zeal, the point, the kill. Taken care yet again. How many seconds? 21, would you believe it? The previous batch, 23.
They're bettering themselves. Surely not a batch under 20 seconds. Don't bet against these girls. Opina Ben with that first tag on Mahi. Long run. Priyanka Ingle followed that up in 3 seconds. She continued and got the Tapsia in a couple of seconds right after. Ridiculous, this.
Their only competition is themselves. That is the coach who's very confident. Oh.
110% Kho Kho in my blood. You don't doubt that. He always has a different message with that strapping on his hand every single game. Look at Nasreen. Nasreen!
Yeah. And there, quick goal, quick kill yet again. Rapid pace, rapid strides. One more taken. One touch, 2 points. 4 points is what they've collected. Nasreen comes now. Back again to the Wazir. Wazir with the charge. Shot little Kho. Wrong direction. Come back.
Doesn't matter. Magai Maji! Magai Maji, can you please? Oh, well, I'm not too sure what's going through his mind. Tough to be the coach on the receiving end of an onslaught like this. But these girls need to realize that the cameras can't move that quickly. We're almost a second behind these girls, the cameras. That's how good they are. Nirmala Bhati now.
Good is an understatement, Nams. Look at that. They are ruthless, they are mean, and they are a machine. A well-oiled unit. I mean, when nobody cares who gets the credit, there is no limit to what a team can achieve. A team that stays together, runs together, passes together, kills together, dives. May not have got the point. Get up yet again. This is what sport teaches you.
Paddy, I always thought that you spoke very quickly, but now when I look at the girls in comparison, you speak pretty slowly, Paddy. Even before you complete a sentence, they're done with a batch. This is just ruthless. Unbelievable. India pick up half century, 50 on the board, and we haven't even completed a turn.
Talk about the jump, talk about the stride naps, talk about the passing, talk about the disguise. Oh, these 7 minutes. Why have you passed? The entertainment did last for 50 points. Wonderful. Well done, girls.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're seeing the best of Kho Kho right now. We certainly are in the midst of Kho Kho royalty. India 50 at the end of turn 1. They have just decimated Bangladesh. As many as 8 patches and more that have been cleaned up in 7 minutes. Nirmala Bhati, Priyanka Ingle, Magai Maji, Nasreen Sheikh, they were all quite sensational.
Wonderful to watch. The skydives, a treat, the launch, the assault, the finish, the flourish, the coach, the flavor, the fans. Our tri-flag, tri-color.
Loving those celebrations from the coach. The Pushpa celebration, or what Allu Arjun will say, Thakkedele. Love it. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back for turn 2. To offer. It is just wonderful to see how they enjoy each other's success. The boys cheering the girls on, the girls stick around to cheer the boys on. Absolutely wonderful to see. Now we'll turn our attention back. India defending this time. Ashwini, Shinde, Priyanka Ingle and Reshma Rathod.
And watch out for them because they will be a masterclass in defense. They'll show you less is more. They'll show you don't have to move much to gain much. They'll travel less distance for maximum result. Look at that. Zigzagging. Absolutely. They know the score. Blindfolded, they can tease you right through the day.
Absolutely. Less is more is pretty much the best way to describe how India are in defense. And that's really what it is. This game, one way to look at it is it's all about running, fitness and ridiculous pace. No, there's a lot of mind games involved as well. It's how you maneuver the field and you really map out the taking direction of the attackers and you maneuver around them. As we speak, Reshma Rathod gets tagged.
Yeah, after 51 seconds, the first tag comes. Mind you, the first point in defense is going to come when you survive at least for 3 minutes. And 30 seconds after that, you get 1 point. Keep getting those 30 seconds, keep adding 30 seconds, you'll keep adding 1 more point. Good point, Navneet, because when you're defending well, good defenders will never run in circles. They'll be running zigzag amidst the sitting attackers right there. They're not scared of them. They're saying, okay, come on. Chase us, come on, can you take us, come on, the heat is on, chase is on, come on.
And you know what, Paddy, another thing that you notice with the Indian defenders, look at how close they are to the central lane. They don't go wide of the central lane. They stay close because therein lies an opportunity for them to maneuver around and escape the attacker. But if you go wide of the central lane, there's a lot of space for you to be attacked. And that's the problem. Look at how close India is, Ashwini. She's right next to the central lane.
Fantastic point that you make. Why? Because then you create more chances for yourself. You have more gaps to pick from, more spaces to pick. As simple as that. And suddenly you are playing and toying, so to say, with the attackers right there. What they're doing? Who is running fast here? It is the attackers. Who is running the minimum here? It is the defenders. The best defenders will run very little for maximum result.
Absolutely. This is a proper masterclass of how to defend in the game of Kho Kho. And for everyone tuning in, listen, Bangladesh is a good team. And number 3 in Asia, behind India and Nepal. But the thing, it's just that they've been outclassed by a team far superior at the moment. Only the one tag so far on Reshma Rathod. Priyanka and Ashwini are making this look rather easy.
No, you might say India is not running fast, but something is running fast, which is their mind. Their mind is running fast. Look at that, they're thinking all the time. They've got this peripheral view. Perhaps they've got a third eye. Let the Indian captain, look at the Indian captain, she's into one corner. She's the best defender to me in the women's category.
And she's got ridiculous attacking prowess as well. That's why she's the captain, Priyanka Ingle. India notch up a dream run. 3 minutes and we still have 2 defenders surviving. India are looking really good. They're in blue, but they're red hot.
And 15 more seconds and they'll be adding 1 more point from the dream run. And that is what the rule suggests. 30 seconds after the 3-minute mark, you keep on adding 1 point. And looking at their composure, looking at how calm they are, looking at how composed they are set for a big one. Another dream run is added.
They can do this all day long, these Indians. Remember, if one batch survives an entire turn of 7 minutes, you can pick up a total of 9 points. You don't bet against India. They can very well do that. At the moment, Ashwini Shinde is barely being tested. Look at Priyanka Ingle. She has the best seat in the house, watching from the sidelines, Paddy. She has a better seat than the commentators.
No doubt about that. Now, they're relying on the short little course, but it is not working. Another dream run added to India. In fact, looking at the larger picture, this indeed is a dream run for a team that attacks lethal and that defends very smartly.
In its very definition itself, it's been a dream run, not just for India here, but this Kho Kho World Cup itself. What a wonderful platform this to showcase India's very own sport to the world. Over 50 countries that play this sport, 23 of them represented here in the inaugural World Cup. Another dream run. Finally, Ashwini Shinde gets tagged. She went wide of the central line and dug herself a deeper hole.
Energy, enthusiasm and vitality when they charge, when they are attacking, and smartness when they defend. It's as simple as that. Look at that, the Indian captain, oh my, masterclass in defense, poetry in motion. Look at that. Is she breaking a sweat? And the answer is no. She can just play with you the whole day. The problem is the turn is only going to last for 7 minutes.
This is just unbelievable. We're 5 minutes in. They haven't cleared a single batch. India cleaned up more than 8 batches. Tells you the difference in class here. Bangladesh, they aren't too bad, but you're always on the defensive when you take on a team like India. Oh, we're seeing so many of the Asian countries become better and better at the game, Paddy. You know how good Nepal is. India versus Nepal will be an outrageous contest. Very
now she picks up this.
Paddy, are we completing 7 minutes? Oh, no!
And Navneet, the only reason was they used the Wazir. And that is not smartness from them, because they had to use the Wazir much earlier. Why was Priyanka able to toy with you right through? Because any other attacker can only go in one direction. They started to use the Wazir and it paid for them there. And then she was cornered. She had no other option. Oh my. Well done, Priyanka.
They managed to pick up the 3. And that in itself is a decent achievement from Bangladesh. India now send in Opina Ben, Anshu, Kumari and Chaitra as the 3 next defenders. You can send no matter anyone from the bench. Wealth of talent that coach Sumit Bhatia has at his disposal.
Let's talk about that. They've got 6 points already through the dream run. There it goes yet again. There's a charge, but they are very smart, these girls. We can go on and on and on about these defensive moves, which are very smart indeed. Yeah, use your Wazir more. This has to be your strategy, and suddenly India is forced to pick up pace. Otherwise, India will not pace up.
Look at all 3 of them just by the central lane, and suddenly you'll start to see 2 of them go wide. No, change of direction, which is why that touch on Anshu Kumari won't be counted. And now Opina Ben keeping the attackers busy. Surprisingly, all 3 Indian defenders right next to each other, Paddy.
And I think they keep trying different strategies because they have the skill set and they rely on their pace. which is going to be their savior. In fact, pace is everything in this sport. This is a sport which is about speed, energy, passion, purpose, we understand, but it's also about the stamina. It's also about the endurance levels.
100%. Look at Chaitra. Almost at will, these girls can just switch gears. They'll probably be jogging or even walking, or almost stationary sometimes. In a split second, they'll be in overdrive. That is a ridiculous capability that these girls have. Seriously fit athletes.
Well done. Changing directions. Oh, caught in the end. It was cornered. And I think the mistake Bangladesh is making again. They've used their Wazir very little. And as the whistle comes, well done, Team India. Tricolour is flying. India on the offence. India while defending. India on the charge. India is rising.
Kho Kho is rising for sure with this World Cup. So many countries representing Europe, America, Africa, Asia. Global representation here, a World Cup in every sense of the word. As many as 6 continents right here in the capital city. It's been a wonderful festival over the last 5 days. We go into the weekend for the semis and the final and expect a massive crowd to turn up over the weekend to see the Indian girls and boys in action. One thing's for sure, India will be hoping to pick up 2 World Cups on Sunday evening.
No doubt about that. And looking at the current form, that is a reality, not just a wish or a hope. We're plenty full of action in that game, and also the boys will be in action versus Sri Lanka. Let's go after this breather.
India versus Sri Lanka. Next up in the men's category, quarter-final. And over here, Reshma Rathod once again to get India started here in turn 3.
Oh, they can travel quicker than light, faster than thought. There, yes it is! Bang on! Bombastic move! Running touch, brilliant. Well done, great Kho. Great disguise, great use of the post as well. India's on the charge. There's no let up on intensity. Gone! He was running straight. Perfect usage of the 90 degrees.
Now, I think there is a review from Bangladesh because Tahura believes there wasn't a touch there. Reshma Rathod believes otherwise. India attacking now. An opportunity for India to further extend this lead, which is already 52 points. I'm not too sure if there was any problem in terms of her changing direction. I think the question was more whether she got the touch. I have a feeling her fingers brushed the number on the back of the jersey. Paddy, for me, that's a touch.
The touch is there. The direction needs to be seen. Was the direction changed? If the direction wasn't changed, I thought she was fine. There she moves. Now, what is it that she can travel? Straight line from there. Is she going back? Happy.
Waiting for official confirmation, but I think this should go in favour of Team India. Oh. The touch hasn't been given. Interesting. I thought that jersey moved a wee bit, Paddy. But 2 defenders continue to stay on the mat for Bangladesh, as Meenu is now the Wazir for Team India. That's an interesting one. We haven't seen Meenu play the role of a Wazir for a while. Magai Maji. She absolutely runs into the pole at that speed. She got to be careful.
Yeah, beware of those injuries. She realizes that she was moving in the wrong direction. She wouldn't get a point. Wazir comes into the picture. Reshma was actually looking at the other end while she targeted the other. Now that's perfect, this guy's.
Well, it's these little tricks, the tips and tricks. It's the subtleties that make India a far superior team. Reshma Rathod to open up end. The Wazir, Meenu now. She's pretty quick as well. Who does she tag? Waiting to tag Monica all the way at the other end. Gives it to open up end, who gets a good touch. Oh, in fact, it's Subhashri.
Now, because India is producing such electric pace, the defenders have no chance to react. Look at that. Though they've still managed to be around the players this time around, the strategy has changed, the planning has changed. It may not work because India is so electric. Look at that. Quick passing, quick go. Gone!
She'll very quickly realize that moving away from the central lane is not a good idea. The likes of Magai Maji, Priyanka Ingle, Meenu, Nasreen Sheikh, they're just so quick. You'll never win a game of running and catching with them. Look at some of the changes India's making, Paddy. Nasreen Sheikh and Priyanka Ingle come onto the mat. Monica and Subhashri, I think, step outside.
Yeah, India has got the richness of wealth as far as talent is concerned. They are spoiled for choices. He goes straight, and then he had to change the direction by touching the post. Indian captain Priyanka Ingle with the wild charge. She'll get it. How is that for pace? That brings you that race.
She makes it look so easy. That's the one thing with the skipper. Effortless. When you look at some of the others, when they put in a lot of effort, Priyanka Ingle putting in equal effort, but she makes it look rather easy. Now Reshma Rathod goes wide to get the second tag. Only one survives, Nasreen Sheikh, Priyanka Ingle.
Yeah, they are off the blocks like a 100-meter sprinter is. Giant strides, fast-moving arms. Look at that. And they take absolutely no time in getting up or going down. Oh, well done. With the charge, look. She can change direction. Yes, she can. Well within the limits.
She's almost single-handedly decimating Bangladesh, Priyanka Ingle. The captain leads by example. There you go. A quick chat with the team before the next batch of Bangladesh defenders come onto the mat. Selina easily tagged by the skipper. And she continues. Ever so often, one thing you notice with Priyanka Ingle, after she's got an attached Paddy, she doesn't let her eyes go off. She's immediately waiting to see where her next opportunity lies, and so often, within 5 seconds, she gets the next tag.
Yeah, because they only want to celebrate when they lift the cup. And you need that unwavering focus, unflappable temperament. There was Nirmala Bhati, who was another game-changer match winner. How's that for pace? How's that for the kill? I quite like this nimble-footedness, the zest, the zeal, the sprightliness on the Kho Kho mat. Fake. She comes back yet again. Tries that running touch. Has she got it? Yes, she's got it.
Has that been given out? No, she's been given out. So which means there's only one defender left. Nirmala Bhati, actually, Paddy, has had a relatively quiet game. She hasn't really been needed to do too much because the rest of the team are... Oh, wow! Reshma Rathod with a skydive of sheer brilliance. India are running away with this. They're running into the semi-finals with such authority.
Oh, when you look at that replay, you'll look at the hurry, the hustle, and the headway. You talk about the cohesiveness amongst all of them.
And it's time to get the Nostradamus in you outside. India have gotten 3 triple-digit scores in the last 3 games. You fancy another one here in this game?
100%.
26 points in 3.5 minutes in this turn, and then an entire duration of turn 4.
Well, the problem is they'll be defending in turn 4, so the maximum they can garner there is, if they survive, is 9 points. So they'll have to pick up points here. I would reckon they have to pick 14, 16 from here now.
16 to 17 points over here in 3 minutes, which means a couple of batches. We fancy them, for sure. Look at how quickly she changes direction. Oh, wow! Reshma Rathod with a moment of brilliance. Has to be the dive of the game. This is insane. This is insane from Magai Maji. Paddy, it is illegal. It is illegal to be that quick, Magai Maji.
This is travesty of justice. How can you be so good? Energy, the enthusiasm, the vitality, the finish, the kill. India on the charge. They are flying at the moment. They don't need wings. Feet are enough.
Yes, certainly don't need wings for sure. They don't need a cape. They don't need wings. These athletes, they're super women's in every sense of the word. Super women indeed. Look at the coach. He's as animated as anyone in the stadium. Now Nirmala Bhati goes all the way around, tries to take the post to full advantage, won't get the tag. Now on to Priyanka Ingle. Easy pickings.
They are fast, they are quick, they are electric, and they do it with utmost amount of ease. No doubt about it. How is that? The burst of acceleration. Oh, the touch of tragedy for the Bangladeshi. Yes, it is. 2:13 left on the clock. 86. 28 seconds, Navneet. You ask me a question. Can they get to the 100? They bloody well can.
They will coast past 100 if they continue this way. There they are, the rest of the team watching on from the sidelines, waiting for their turn, hoping that they can get to have some fun under the spotlights. Priyanka Ingle and Reshma Rathod are on fire tonight in this quarter-final. For me, Reshma Rathod has been the player of the game so far. Phenomenal energy. Nasreen, Magai Maji, some of the more familiar faces actually have been quiet, Paddy.
Talk about, it's just sheer speed. It's great fitness. Endurance levels. I mean, they can go on and on and on with same kind of speed. Look at that, the intent, the hunger, the pass. Nasreen, look at that intent and hunger. At the end, because she's got great strides, great energy, covers up the distance within very few seconds, and then she can kill rather easily. Go on, Selima, off you go.
Vaishnavi gently reminding the world she can add. Magai Maji! I absolutely love the energy of Magai Maji. She is a crowd favourite. Magai Maji, Vaishnavi, Nasreen, Reshma, Priyanka. Girls that'll be household names very soon. They already are. When India lift the World Cup, most certainly the word will spread and many will start to watch this game and they'll start to realise how good Priyanka Ingle are the girls and the girls from India are.
You can go on and on and on. Look at, there's a technique for it. When do they take that hand out? When they realize that the prey is well in sight. If you keep that hand out, hanging around all the time, it will hamper your speed. Quick, fast, rapid, pace, strength, speed, energy, intelligence.
Paddy, write down a few more adjectives the next time you come. You'll need every bit of that to describe this Indian team. Magai Maji with a fake go. Change. Vaishnavi to Priyanka Ingle. Doesn't get the touch. Well done, Bangladesh. 30 seconds in. Vaishnavi uses the post. Will she put in the dive? Reshma Rathod will.
The dodge, the run, the fun, the kill. She does it. 2 more. Would you believe it? You've got 55 seconds left. India is on 98. A minute and a half ago, we were talking about the fact that they were at 76. Can they get to 100? They are getting to 100.
They were moving along at about second gear in the first 3 matches in the league stages. Come the big quarter-final, India have just switched from second gear to 5th gear. They have been relentless this evening. No stopping them. They haven't gone easy on Bangladesh. Ruthless. Play after play, batch after batch. Skydives aplenty. Priyanka Ingle.
Oh, fast as windy flames devour. Need of the hour. Well done. Oh! Wow! Solid. Stellar. Nasreen with the energy. Nasreen with the charge and a quick go. Wazir. How is that for speed? The speedometer says, sorry, they're going beyond me.
This is just unbelievable. It's almost unfair that they're this quick. This is just Priyanka Ingle. India go past 100. India dominating. India 7 minutes and 15 seconds from a spot in the semi-final. Nazia, Chaitra and the girls watch from the sidelines. What a display of Kho Kho this is.
Brilliant. Watch these girls in action. And one thing that is there is the hunger. There is no let-up on intensity. There's nothing like saying, okay, we've got so many points in the kitty already. Let's offer some respite. No way, no way, no way, no way. One way. India.
Reshma Rathod, give her an award for today. She has been spectacular. India completed turn 2 at 50 points. India at the end of turn 3, 56 points that they've picked up, a total of 106. This is India at its very best.
They're flying like a jet. They are the best, I bet. Nepal, are you watching? The carefree audacity, the belief. Nothing is beyond their reach, and then they know how to celebrate it together as well. Every member of the camp. There are girls who are not even participating. But look at the happiness on their faces. That tells you how happy that camp is, how successful that camp is.
We'll try to keep that camera on the Indian girls, because once the music comes on, right after the moves on the mat, they will move outside, and the moves off the mat will be there for everyone to see. Reshma Rathod for me has been spectacular. Priyanka Ingle, the captain, leading from the front. All in all, India have made light work of Bangladesh. They're leading. They are leading the number 3 team in Asia by 98 points. That put things in perspective. We're 3 turns in, 1 final turn remaining. We'll come back in just a bit, and right after that, India versus Sri Lanka in the men's division. Don't miss this.
India has a lead of 98 points at the moment. They scored 50 in turn 3. They scored 50 in turn 1. Good evening.
I'm trying to get my breath back every minute that I can get when the action is not on. It's worth its weight in gold, because we run out of objectives, we run out of breath just keeping pace with this Indian Kho Kho team. The wrong entry there, so you're going to have to start again. But that is quite a surprise. Neeta will be sent out for wrong entry, so India now only have Magai Maji and Nasreen Sheikh. Now Nasreen and Magai Maji, good luck to Bangladesh trying to catch these two.
Now, we haven't seen Nasreen much while defending. This time around, the former Indian captain is right here, Arjuna Awadi, works with the Income Tax Department. Now, she has to show her guile, her mind. Not that she cannot run fast. She's not running fast at the moment because she doesn't need to. She says, okay, I'll do it with a little bit of speed. That's okay. Now they have to pick up the speed. Vaseed is on.
Look at Magai Maji. She can do this at will. I'll tell you what, these are 2 of the fastest Indians in the team, along with Priyanka Ingle probably. And so, India could well run the clock down in this match if these 2 decide to, because that's how quick they are. And along with the pace that they have, no, changing direction, smart from Nasreen.
Yeah, that's what you need. Smartness, that's what you need. A little bit of agility, that's what you need. A great bit of intelligence. And Nasreen will tick most boxes there. Look at that. You know what? You might be jogging at the moment. Ask her to run that sprint with you, and you'll know how quick she is. She'll pick up pace. Might not look very fast, but she'll travel that court very, very quickly.
100%. India now 1 minute 40 seconds into this batch. At the moment, they're barely breaking a sweat, Nasreen and Magai Maji. Neeta had to leave pretty quickly. There you go, she gets tagged. Went the wrong way, Nasreen. Should have gone around the post. Instead, she went to the left instead of going right, and that costed her. Now Magai Maji. Now Paddy, 2 minutes in, 1 minute away from a dream run. Magai Maji, possibly India's quickest on the Kho Kho mat.
No doubt about that. No doubt about that. I mean, she is a delight when she's attacking. Not that she's not a delight when she's defending. Look at that. Look at that. The best thing is she knows when to switch ends from this side to that side and where to zigzag from. Look at that. Third eye there, peripheral view, yes. Great bit of belief. It's all about the belief because she's very well prepared.
Just look at how she understands the taking direction of the attackers. What do I mean by the taking direction? The direction in which the attackers are facing on the attacking block. Because that's important, because the direction in which the attacker is facing is the only direction that the attacker can run. And so all you need to do is zigzag your way across the central lane. And so you need to map that in your mind and know which way they're facing, and Magai Maji is a master of that. All these Indians are. India get the dream run.
India is off towards getting another one. She survives for 25 seconds more, now 20 seconds more, and India and Magai Maji, they'll be adding one more to the dream run. Dream run, sure it is. Just as we speak about it, she's picked up pace. That is what she has. What is her strength? Speed. But she's proving intelligence too is my strength.
See how quickly she can just switch gears. Another dream run, add another point every 30 seconds from 3 minutes on. Will give you an additional point. It'll count as dream runs. At 3 minute mark, 1 point. 3:30, add another one. 4 minutes, add another one. 4:30, you add another one. Look at how smartly she changes direction, and Asha can't do anything. This is so smart from Magai Maji. This is a masterclass of how to defend in the game of Kho Kho.
No doubt about that. Absolutely. Pick up pace only when you think that's the last resort for you. Oh, this time around, no saving up. But the batch lasted what? 4 minutes. What does that mean, Navneet? They got 4 points.
3 points, is it? 3, 3:30 and 4. Yeah, 3 points, I think, Paddy. No, but there's a review here. Not too sure if it was just taking a review because you have the opportunity to take one. I think Bangladesh have a case here. Now, is the question whether she changed direction, because she's moving forward and the touch is there. So for me, this looks okay, Paddy. I wonder why Magai Maji wanted to review this. Like I said, could be optimistic at best. But she is moving forward in the direction that she was running. So this looks good from a Bangladesh point of view.
What is coming? Magai Maji had a wry smile on her face. She took it more out of hope than anything else.
You know what, Paddy? You know what adds to the excitement and the action is the theatrics from the referee as well. I love it. There's anticipation when he says defender is out. Love it.
I get reminded of Steve Buckner with that late decision. Everybody's getting their bit of fun, and that's what the sport of Kho Kho gets for you right here. We're watching quarterfinal in the women's category. Up next is going to be the quarterfinal for the boys. Nimala, Subha, Nazia on the Kho Kho mat.
Subhashri is getting a lot more time under the spotlight. We didn't see much of her in the first 2 games. Nirmala Bhati, India's Wazir, now defending. And Nazia, nice to see Nazia get a lot of time under the spotlight yesterday as well, and today too. Good to have everyone warmed up before a big semi-final. Yeah. Nazia and Nirmala right next to each other. You don't want to have that happen too often.
And she goes straight, but by the time Subhashri has enough time to go to the safe zone, you need to be extremely quick to tank these Indian girls because they beat the competition. We've been talking about it right from the start. The beauty is they never go too far away from the central line.
And that's tip number 1. Smart from Subhashri. She saw Asha approaching her, Ashia, and so she quickly turns directions. But yes, that's the key. That's what we spoke about with India with defending in turn 2. Stay close to the central lane. The further wide you go towards the end line on either sides, you're asking for trouble, because then the attacker has so much space to get hold of you. Over here, there's opportunity for you to maneuver around.
Yeah, and you get a fair chance of creating more chances for yourself. Next up, India versus Sri Lanka in the men's quarterfinal. It's going to be exhilarating as well. The boys and the skydives. Get set for them. Navneet and I have already prepared. We've been drinking warm water.
If warm water is going to take care of my throat, Paddy, I'll need a few liters for sure when these boys come on. Sachin Bargo, Nikhil B, Pratik Vaikar, they are serious entertainers. They'll be in action in just a few minutes. The girls have a minute to deal with over here. We're just in batch number 2. This has been the most dominant performance you'll ever see from an Indian Kho Kho team. They are not just entering the semi-finals of the inaugural World Cup. They are smashing the door down and entering that semi-final.
Nirmala Bhati seems to be tired at the moment, because now Subhashri, what smartly she does is she says, okay Nirmala, off you go. I'll take the burden on. You need to share each other's load as well. You need to give each other a sigh of relief as well. That is what you do as good defenders. Suddenly you come in the way and you obstruct their view and you disturb their concentration. This is smart.
Just about 15 seconds left with the 2 defenders remaining. It should be it. India 10 seconds away from a spot in a World Cup semi-final. The entire crowd here is counting down.
And there it comes. Roll out the red carpet for Team India as they stride into the semi-final of the first ever Kho Kho World Cup. Congratulations to the girls. Congratulations to the management. What stellar performance. I mean, this is what a great team does. They play in unity. Alone you can do so little. Together you can do so much. Sharp mind, fleetness of foot, and as fast as eagle flies through the air, as fast as magnet flies. Well defending, they were very articulate. They knew what to choose when. Well done. What do you say about a team which offered so little to their opponents? 109 to India, 16 to Bangladesh. Talk about Nasreen, what a player she is. The Indian captain Priyanka Ingle leading from the front. This is beautiful to see. This is a champion team. A team that comprises of match winners and game changers. Talk about Nasreen, former Indian captain. Arjuna Wadi, smile on her face all the time. Talk about the Indian captain Priyanka Ingle. Talk about teams that play with each other. A team that stays together, smiles together, kills together. That is Team India for you. The stalwarts for you. Nasreen Sheikh, Priyanka Ingle, and the girls. Brilliant. Roll out the red carpet for the Indian girls as they've entered the semi-final. They deserve every bit of it. Yes, you enjoy. Yes, you celebrate. Yes, you conquer. We talk about the chase, the blaze and the craze. We also talk about the jump and the jubilation. You talk about electric pace. A sport where it is all about pace. The game demands a high tone of agility, endurance, reflexes. A Kho Kho player goes through the continuous sitting down, getting up, speeding up. Suddenly the speed checks. They have it all. Look at the fitness levels as if they can play 2 more Kho Kho games like this. And the coach, I love Bharat. We all love India, sir. We all love India. He says 110% Kho Kho in my blood. Talk about these girls. Talk about these champions. We talk about Nasreen Sheikh, former Indian captain. Talk about the current Indian captain in Priyanka Ingle. Anshu Kumari, Monica, Neeta Devi, Ashwini, Magai Maji, Nirmala Bhati. The pace that wins them the race. The speed which is beyond anybody's limit. This is Team India. When they hunt big. When they conquer big. Their carefree audacity, the run, the chase, the blaze, the fun. A team that has everything that you would think of. The Indian captain very good with the post dive, the post catch, the chase. And also spare a thought for the Indian contingent. You talk about these teams, you talk about them celebrating each other's success, and that's one of the reasons. On the run, India was very, very good. One thing that separates India from the others is speed, electric pace. Even if they look slow sometimes, the rapid will arrive from nowhere. Sudden burst of acceleration. The Wazir into action. Quick go works. The fake works. The direction works. The jump works. The jubilation works. Yes, Bangladesh did have a few moments to cherish as well, but India completely whitewashed their opponents. This was total annihilation by girls who just do not get tired. They travel quicker than light and faster than a thought. This is a sport of skill, speed, strategy and stamina. Indian team has it all. The dives were there. The jump was there. Celebration. We often speak about speed, but you need to speak about direction as well. When your direction is wrong, speed is wrong. And the victory song for the girls in the end. Nasreen Sheikh, the swiftest of them all. Beautiful to watch. Great bit. First thing that you see about these girls is the speed, the energy, the enthusiasm, the vitality, the vim and the vigor, the drive, the vibrancy, the spark. The fans enjoy them as well. In between, there were few points to be picked for Bangladesh. But in the end, it was India with a 109-16 victory. Both celebrated, the girls celebrated, India is celebrating. In the first ever Kho Kho World Cup, Team India has made it to the semi-finals. That is it. Wow, what a performance. And you know what? Next up is going to be the boys in action. Indian men's team versus Sri Lanka. This is the confirmation of this one. We'll return for the presentation of this one in a very short while. Also, what will be on offer will be India versus Sri Lanka, where the boys get ready for the skydives as we dive into a short breather. In that match summary, 50 each time they came into attack. Time to go to the presentation. My friend and colleague Navneet Krishna is down there.
And just like that, India are through to a World Cup semi-finals. It's wonderful that all the love that these girls, it's been a long time coming and they deserve every bit of it. Congratulations to Team India for a place in the semi-finals of the inaugural Kho Kho World Cup. Tough luck to Bangladesh. Welcome to the post-match presentation. As always, we have 3 awards to give away. The first one is the best attacker of the match. To give away that award, Mr. Sanjeev Kumar, Rajshri Elaichi representative, and also a special guest that we have here, Mrs. Alka Vaikar, the mother of the captain of the Indian men's team, Pratik Vaikar, will give away the award as well. And that award will go to possibly one of the fastest girls there is in the country, Magai Maji. She is lightning quick. I wonder if there is anyone that can stop Magai Maji when she's attacking. Those skydives are a thing of beauty. Wonderful to see Magai Maji in action. And Mrs. Alka, thank you so much for joining us. A proud mother indeed. The boys will be in action very shortly. Next up, to give away the award for the best defender of the match, Mr. Sanjeev Gupta, Rajshri Elaichi representative, and Mr. Santosh Garod, executive member of the Kho Kho Federation of India. It was a tough game for Bangladesh, but we saw one particular defender who was really strong against the attackers of Team India. Ritu Rani Sen will take off the award for the best defender of the match. Can we have a big round of applause for Ritu and the Bangladesh team? It's been a good run. They just were up against a top team and found it hard in this quarterfinal. And finally, the award for the player of the match, Mr. Vijay Gupta, founder of Mayur Publication, and Mr. Shankar Mahadev, General Secretary, Nepal Kho Kho Federation, will give away this award. Once again, wonderful to see another star from the India Kho Kho team. Ashwini Shinde will get the award for the player of the match. Can we have a big round of applause for Ashwini, ladies and gentlemen? One of many stars that India have. India march into the semi-finals. A dominant performance against Bangladesh. That is as far as the women's category goes. We're turning our attention to the men's. And for all about that, to the commentary box.
Thank you, Navneet. And these are the results from the quarterfinals so far. South Africa getting the better of England. South Africa in the women's category getting the better of Kenya. Iran, very good for Kenya. Uganda 71-26 versus New Zealand. Nepal whitewashed Iran. Bangladesh just could not survive their assault from Nepal. India clinical, so to say. Whitewashing duties to perfection, 109-16. Next up, in the men's section, India versus Sri Lanka. The confirmation is Indian women's team has marched into the semi-finals. And up next are going to be the boys. Get set for the skydives. They will take your breath away. They'll be seeing flying on the Kho Kho mat. Don't go anywhere.